When buyers move to sunny Myrtle Beach, South Carolina, they always ask me about the mortgage payment and the interest rate. But there are two things that they never ask me about, and it's the HOA and the insurance on their house, which factors into your monthly payment, and they could change your budget significantly. Let's get into it. So let's start with the good news because there is some good news. If you're moving from states like New York, New Jersey, or Pennsylvania, here's what you are actually saving. If you are retired or you're close to it, South Carolina does not tax Social Security income. What that means is that's real money back into your pocket. Next is going to be price per square foot. I did a little bit of research on the New England and Midwest states to see kind of what those houses are selling for, price per square foot, and it's a huge difference. You're talking anywhere from 450 up there in the New York, New Jersey area, metro areas, easy. But when you come down here to Myrtle Beach, you're looking about $300 a square foot. If you get high-end luxury, like Grand Dunes, you're looking about $450 a square foot. So you're basically coming from an average square foot into a luxury market for the same price per square foot. And then last is the property taxes. Now, do you know that South Carolina has one of the lowest property tax rates in the entire nation? And the best news is when you move here from New York, New Jersey, you're looking for a property tax rate of around $2,000 a year, where it's around $12,000 to $15,000 a year for the exact same type of house in New Jersey. Also, I put out a video, which I'll put the link down below, about our primary rate, which is at a 4%, plus you get a little extra exemption in there to get your property taxes lower versus a 6%, which is for second home and investment property. So definitely follow your paperwork so you can get that lower rate. Now, here's where I want to be straight with you because most agents, they're only going to tell you about the good part. If you're looking at a condo or a house in a homeowners association, those fees has actually increased anywhere from 10 to 40%. Now, the 40% is mostly for the condos just because of the insurance moving on all these condo buildings. But for a residential neighborhood, HOA fees has increased around 10% just because it moves with inflation. And I think the biggest thing dealing with the HOA is going to be the insurance on especially these condos because those master insurance policies have went up, like I said, about 40% just because of the storm risk, hurricane risk, and how insurance companies are insuring properties right now in South Carolina. Now, if you are buying a condo, the insurance that you pay through the HOA only covers outside the drywall. I'm talking about the exterior walls, the roof, and the structural part of the building. Now, when it comes to inside your condo, you're going to need something called HO6 insurance. It's kind of referred to as contents insurance. If something happens, that insurance comes into play to help you rebuild or repair whatever's inside drywall to drywall. HO6 insurance usually is not included in with your monthly HOA fee, so I would go ahead and budget anywhere from about $400 to $800 a year, just depending on the condo you buy. And then also there are some seasonal cost swings when you start dealing with an HOA, especially in a condo building. Usually with housing subdivisions, you don't really have huge cost swings with the HOA just because you're really only paying for the community pool, the community electric, the street lights, stuff like that, and then some common area maintenance and repairs. But when you talk about the condos, those are some costly swings because not only are you paying for the water, sewer, the cable, as well as all the other just operating costs of the condo and the building, those fees go up with inflation, and you have to renew your insurance every single year with the condo insurer, which that tends to possibly go up as well. Also, you have to think about if you're moving into a condo down here, you have to remember you're going to have some assessments. What these assessments are is to replace the roof, refurbish the pool, because a lot of these things, they get wear and tear, and then that costs money. That's not included into your HOA fees you pay each month. Those only cover your monthly operating expenses, your bills, basically, if you were to buy a house. So If your building needs a new roof, that cost is split between all the owners. So depending on where you're starting from or where you're moving from, here's what actually matters. If you're looking to move from the north down here to the Myrtle Beach area, here's my suggestion to you. Run the numbers and compare cost-wise between your property up there and what you're paying each month versus down here. Now, interest rate is kind of universal. Purchase price, basically, you'll know what that means. But when it comes to insurance, you definitely have to quote out some houses down here so you understand how much the insurance is going to cost you each year, as well as some monthly HOA fees. Now, if you're local and you're buying, I always recommend everyone look at the HOA budget before you fall in love with the place, because if there's issues, then I'd rather catch it before you get into a property and own it than after, when you can't do anything about it. And if you're thinking about selling, well, buyers, they are asking about insurance and HOA fees first and foremost. And all of the buyers are very detailed at looking at these numbers. So make sure you have these ready and available to put into the listing, because it will help your house sell and move a whole lot quicker if you can provide that to a potential buyer. If you're thinking about moving here to the Myrtle Beach markets, then reach out to me. I'll run some numbers for you so you have a great idea on what it's going to cost you each month if you move here compared to where you live. And if you found this video helpful, hit that subscribe button so you know when I put out another informative video just like this. Mike Fiebernitz, RE/MAX Executive here in sunny Myrtle Beach. Have a good one, guys.